Hello everybody, HK here. Today we bring you a draft analysis. We are doing the WPL Season 6 draft analysis. I did say on my last WPL video, which was the semifinals, that I wasn't going to return to the league. But it was more of a last minute thing. Basically LHMP is finishing up pretty soon. I think it has like 5 weeks left in playoffs. And then WPL, like somebody left like a last minute, like a week before starting the draft. So I'm like, you know what? Like I told Jellison, the commissioner, I'm like, you know what? Just sign me up again. He was like very cool with it. He's like, all right, cool. So yeah, we're coming back for another season of the WPL. Maybe this time we don't get Hackton's playoffs. So no, yeah, definitely. This also is gonna be on the Ultra Sun Ultra Moon meta game, so it's gonna be pretty cool because there's the new Ultra Beast, you know, the new move tutors, all the new jazz. So that's pretty cool. Also, shout outs to the new logo of the WPL. You can see it on the top left corner. I think it looks pretty dope in my opinion. Like Curum hugging the WPL symbol. I mean the letters and stuff. And yeah, I kind of wanted to match with this background. That looks kind of cool. And yeah, so I mean, what else to say? I don't think there's much else to say. I wanted to draft a very, very strong offensive team, because basically on the PWC, what I did this season was draft a more bulkier type of team. It's still very offensive, but I draft a more bulkier type of team. And you know, like if you've seen the videos, it's not working out well. So I'm gonna go full out on fucking offensive on this one, just my style. And yeah, we'll see if we can pull through. So first one we got Celestila. So we got I think we got number 6 on the draft, which is not that bad of a spot, mainly because there was one dude which here in the WPLVU franchise I'm on. You get skip round 1, which is definitely not worth it franchising. Oh yeah, by the way, Magirna, which was with me last season, got banned, so rip. I would have franchised Magirna probably, but yeah, it's no longer with us. So basically I was essentially 5th pick on the draft, and some dude drafted Poipo, so I have a good chance of getting the one I wanted, which was either Megalarias or Celestila. So I ended up getting Celestila because I knew it wasn't going to come back to me, because Ryan, he's in the league and he loves this thing. He like jerks off to it. So yeah, we kind of snipe him here. But we got Celestila. Celestila is someone I've always been wanting to use in league format. I never had the chance to, because it always gets taken like very early rounds, like probably like top 5, and then like I always usually get like a higher spot on the fucking draft, so never get the chance to. But yeah, Celestila nonetheless, amazing Pokemon. It has really good defensive stats, really good offensive stats. The only thing that's lower, it's a speed, but it has access to a Totem Mines, which can raise the speed very high if you think about it. The typing Steel Flying is very amazing. All the steel types are good, but this one adding Flying type into it, it's just insane. I think it only has 2 weaknesses on Fire and Electric. So Celestila, it's Mon. 1 second. It's definitely a Mon to reckon with. This is one of our C users. I was playing the C role from this league later on, but yeah, Celestila is one of our C users, which make it very deadly Totemized sweeper. Yeah, it just has a lot of coverage to hit like anything on the game, like it really does. Even this new generation, they gave him superpower as well, because I don't know if he had a fighting staff, but now it does. Which is kind of insane. So it has literally everything you want. Yeah, this was my round 1 pick. My next pick, I wanted Latias. right? Because I picked the number 5. Then the Draft kept going. It came back on the wheel, and the sixth person, the person that was after me after I picked Celesteela, he picked Naganadel, which is the new mon that is actually banned from OU since yesterday. So that mon was arguably busted, but yeah. Anyways, he picked Naganadel, right? And the draft came around, and it was his turn. So I'm like, okay, nobody picked Megaladias, and this dude already has a dragon type, so there's no way in hell he's going to pick Megaladias. And guess what? This dude picked Megaladias when he already had the Naganadel. And I was just like, I want to kill myself, because, oh my god. Just imagine Celesteela plus Megaladi, dude. Like, that would have been absurdly strong. But, yeah. Matt ended up picking Megaladias. We already had a dragon type, which I don't agree with. But, I mean, it's on him. He did it, so I guess good for him. He has two busted dragon types. So yeah, I kind of have to shift my team a little bit, because my initial plan was getting Celesteela, Megaladias, and Landorus. But because I knew I couldn't get Lando, because the people that did the wheel at the first of the draft, like I know what they draft, so it's like I knew I could get Lando. But yeah, definitely upset. Megaladias didn't get it to me, literally one pick right before me, so I was so upset. But nonetheless, we ended up picking Zygarde. We used it in the PWC. I feel like it didn't use the full potential of Zygarde, because I know this mon can be completely monstrous, but I didn't use it to its fullest, and that's kind of unfortunate. But definitely planning to use it better here in the WPL. It has a very good synergy with Celesteela, because Celesteela it basically resists the fire and electric weakness. It's immune to electric and resists fire for Celesteela, so that's very good. Like Celesteela take the fire hits and ice kind of, but not really. Mainly fairy and dragon. Celesteela take those easily. So yeah, they have very decent synergy. It's a very strong late game sweeper. It's also my second C user, which I'm actually very excited for, because I feel like the issue with me with Zygarde and PWC was because it wasn't a C user. Therefore, the mon, like, there was many times where I couldn't break teams just because I had to look myself into RH, and with the C move, I can go for a devastating Drake and break through like one of those annoying grass walls, and then proceed to spam 1,000 arrows. So definitely excited for that. Looking forward to using Zygarde again, hopefully better this time around. And yeah, let's go to the next one. Next one we have, because we didn't have Megaladias, we're missing a dragon type. Oh yeah, another thing, that's why we didn't pick Landorus, because there were no other dragon types left I wanted to use or I liked. So I went with Zygarde to cover both ground and dragon typing, so that's pretty cool. I think I said that right, I don't know. Anyways, next up we picked Mega Gardevoir. So I've heard many good things about Mega Gardevoir. I definitely never used it in the Draft League format before, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, no, Mega Gardevoir nonetheless. It's a very strong Mega. It's a wall breaker. It just spams Hyper Voice. It clicks Focus Blast on Steel types. It clicks Will-O-Wisp on Switch-Ins. It clicks Hidden Power Fires on things like Ferrothorns. It's a very strong mon. It hits insanely hard. It's also a very nice bulky support mon too, if you want him to. If the matchup it's better for a bulky Gardevoir, it can definitely run like Wish, Heal Bell. I don't know what else it gets. Maybe Coal Mine, I guess, is a good set. It gets Shadow Ball. It gets Energy Ball. It gets really cool coverage, and just stuff. A Staff Fairy that what's the ability called? Pixelate. Yeah, it just makes a Gardevoir Hyper Voice very, very strong. So that's very cool. Yeah, I mean, it can just break through so many teams and just easy up the way for Zygar or Celesteela, so that's very cool on Gardevoir. Looking forward to using this mon. Never really used it in Draft League format, but I've heard so many good things about it, so I'm hopefully can give it good use. So yeah, next up, our fourth pick came around, and we ended up picking Greninja. So this was more of a favoritism pick. I just really love Greninja League format, man. Like this one, even though it's only Torrent, it can do so much. Like its speed tier is amazing because it can speed a bunch of like the 110s. It can speed a bunch of good stuff. Maximum the speed at 377. Its move pool is insane. With choice specs is very good. It can. It's not a C user this season for me, but I don't mind because I think like choice spec and life is essentially better most of the times. Because C move US you have that one big hit, but after that you attacks are very weak because Greninja special attacks only 305. So the reason why Greninja is good in my opinion is just because of speed and the wide move pool. So that's awesome. It's also a mon that gives me momentum. It's a very fun choice scarfer to speed things that set up. Then Greninja just revenge kill him if you can hit him in the ×4 weakness side or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, nonetheless, also I wanted to prove Ryan wrong because he said Greninja was bad mon. So yeah, I'll prove you that Greninja is definitely better than tier 3. So let's move on. Next up we have Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is actually a mon I've always wanted to try out. Like it's so bulky. Like I don't have the stats here on this slideshow, but if I did, you will see the stats don't look that great. But this thing can chew hits. Like it's so bulky, it's so good. Its move pool is very amazing. Offensive Nidoqueen too. It's very fun to use. Just like rocks plus 3 attacks. It's very awesome. It gives me as like 2 Stealth Rocker and T-Spikes, which are very good in the league format. Even though we got a bunch of the Fogers introduced, I don't think many people will have them because I'll be honest, when I was drafting, until later on the draft I realized I didn't have any hazard remover. So yeah, probably a lot of people like that, maybe not, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, Nidoqueen, really awesome. Gives me another ground type though, but this ground type is different basically because let's say Nidoqueen is weak to water, like I see a water type attack is coming, I go into Zygar and I chew the hit, you know, because Zygar, well, it would take it neutrally, but Zygar is part dragon, so it takes it neutrally. I just said that the same thing twice. Okay, I'm dumb. Anyways, yeah, very excited to use Nidoqueen. Bulky attacker, defensive mon, very cool. Next up, number 6 pick, and we got a boy that's coming back. Suicune, baby. We got Suicune coming back in action. Last time I had Suicune was in PWC season 4. So it was a while ago. I think about a year ago, if I'm not mistaken here. So yeah, Suicune, very awesome. Could have had the really cool Corpse Suicune and Mega Latias again, but yeah, fucking math took it from me. So anyways, no, yeah, Suicune, it's just an amazing Pokemon defensively, dude. Like it just takes hits for days. It's a very scary setup, defensive mon, because of Coal Mine. I can use Beancon with Sub protects cold. Like this thing can do like it doesn't look like it can do so much, because in draft league format you can, you know, run coverage for certain mons, but this thing can take all that coverage. Like this one can take a hit for days, and it's very good at physically defensive wall. Also Scald being one of the moves that always burns just because it's a dumb move, and it's just awesome. Also has other options like access to Tailwind. If I know Suicune is gonna go down, set up a Tailwind, make the rest of my team quicker. So that's pretty cool. I have run offensive Suicune in the past as well, with a hydro pump, ice beam, and why not. So yeah, also all of those are options. Just very excited to use Suicune nonetheless. Hopefully puts in fine work like I'm expecting her to. Next pick is another one I'm also so excited to use, and that is a Snorlax. Snorlax and Suicune make a very deadly defensive core. But yeah, Snorlax is tier 2 in this league, which is it's well distributed because of the new berries that got introduced in Sun and Moon, and also Gluttony, which activates those berries at 50%. Basically, if Snorlax gets to 50% and it's one of those berries, it goes back to full health. And being the bulky ass mon that Snorlax is not easy to weaken it down. So yeah, it also makes belly drumming with Snorlax so much more easier. And yeah, it's just curse, belly drum. You know what Snorlax does. Recycle is gonna be a move I will probably be using a lot on this thing. I can also use something like Choice Bandit. That would be pretty cool. It gets some decent coverage on Crunch, Earthquake, Fire Punch, Ice Punch. You know, it's a normal type, so normal types usually get a lot of coverage. Very excited to use Snorlax nonetheless. I feel like it's a really fun one to use. It will be very tough for my opponents to take this thing down, and if I play him correctly, I could just sweep teams with it. As you're gonna see, a lot of my team are set up mons. Like, well, okay, this is set up, this is set up, could be set up, not set up, not set up, set up, and set up. So a lot of my team is set up mons, so definitely those D-spikes from Nidoqueen can come in clutch. And yeah, just nonetheless. At this point on the draft, I was like I literally had 0 hazard removers, so I'm gonna pick actually one of the new hazard removers in the game, and that is Rotom. If you didn't know, all the Rotom forms got the fog, which is kind of cool, because now you know, I mean, you would never see like a Rotom just in the fog, but Rotom is a decent defogger just because it's neutral to rocks. Like, it doesn't take the super effective damage from it. Also, on its own, mon is very, very cool. It's a very, very strong choice scarfer. Electric Grass, because electric is only covered by ground, and grass beats that. That's very awesome. It can access to Trick, obviously Leaf Storm, Thunderbolt, Ball Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, all the good jazz that Rotom does. It also gets access to Mementos. That's pretty cool. And yeah, no, very excited to use Rotom. I tried using it on Battle for All, but I feel the team was just terrible and it didn't get to shine much. But Rotom, it's a very, very cool mon. Very excited to use it. As you can see, weak to fire and ice. Our nice and thick fat mon takes those hits, and our nice bulky water mon takes the hits. So very well covered on Rotom over here. So I'm gonna start calling it Rotom because apparently I can't fucking say it. So yeah, I needed another hazard remover because I wasn't like so happy with just one of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Hitmonlee as my next pick, or the chicken nugget looking dude. So Hitmonlee is also one I've never used before. It's very cool though. It gets access to Unburden. I don't know the other abilities, but its move pool is very nice with a Blaze Kick, High Jump Kick. You know, I think it gets, I don't know any other kicking moves, but it gets all the kicking moves. I think it gets some elemental punches too. I might be wrong on that though. I really don't know. But the main thing I want this thing for is rapid spinning. If I see there's a matchup where this thing could come to rapid spin, that would be awesome. So yeah, no, nonetheless, really excited for this, for Hitmonlee. Basically just more of a support mon. I could run some offensive variant. I don't want to rebuild it because I think I might very soon. So yeah, looking forward to using Hitmonlee. Next up, we have Piloswine. This round I was going to draft either, I wanted a nice step from tier 5, right? So it was either between Piloswine and Delibird, the god, the mon that 1v1 at Diancie and almost killed the Megaladios. But I ended up going for the Pillow Swan because I can't handle Delibird's power. It's too much for me. And I had Mamo Swan on the WPL last season, so having Pillow Swan is kind of cool because it's like I have the small version of it. Not as strong as Mamo, but it does have the same move pool. It gives me a secondary stealth rocker, so I don't have to rely on the queen all the time, which I think is very important. It gives me priority with Ice Shard. And yeah, no, it just gives me a mon that can take really good hits. It also has access to thick fat, and I mean, yeah, it's the same thing as Mamo, so thick fat and oblivious, I think, and maybe might not be as offensive. If I bring it, it probably won't come as often as Mamo did. I think Mamo came to like almost 90% of the games, while Pillow Swan is probably not gonna come that much unless I really can check him on really well. Ice Shard is very cool because it just revenge kills mons that are times 4 weak to ice, which is a lot of them. So that's very cool for Pillow Swan. Very excited. Give me, like I said, it gives me a second stealth rocker, and yeah, and also I couldn't handle the power of Delibird. So Pillow Swan, welcome to the team, man. Rest in peace, Mamo. Your little brother's gonna take over for you. So yeah, last pick of the game, it's going to be Rapidash. And this is kind of funny because Rapidash, it's my CO captain. Basically, remember what I said about the C move later? Celesteela and Zygarde can use only attacking C moves, and this Rapidash is the C captain, which is the leader of the C users, which can use any offensive C move or any status or other C move. So what I picked is, I talked to a couple friends. He's like, you know, there's options like C Sunny Day, there's also options like C I don't know the other one they mentioned, but it was something very cool that boosted a stat. So yeah, Rapidash is very cool. This thing, I've recently had my eye on it. I really have not thought about it before, but like 2 days before the draft, we were talking about in PWC, and we were seeing how this thing has so much coverage, dude. It has steel, flying coverage. It has, I think, it even has grass coverage. Yeah, it gets access to solar beam, dude. It has so much coverage, and morning sun. It has reliable recovery. The stats are not that insane, but 105 speed is very nice, and 100 attack is just decent for tier 5. So very cool money. It has 6 to flame body, I think, and flash fire. So very cool abilities to having immunity to fire, which also helps Celesteela. So nonetheless, really excited to use this mon, even though it's a tier 5. And you all know how I never bring my tier 5s. Hopefully I can on this league and use him a little more often. So that is Rapidash for y'all. And yeah, I mean, besides that, I don't think anything else I want to say about Rapidash. So nonetheless, that's my draft of the WPL. Kind of upset I didn't get Megaladi, but it'll be fine. Like, it'll be fine. I think I drafted a very decently strong team, and we'll try to go for the title after it. So Celesteela, amazing. Finally I get to use you. And yeah, don't think I'll be running the, well, I might, hell no, I might be running the defensive Celesteela every single week. So yeah, thanks for watching. This was SK Takio, and week 5, what the fuck, week 1 of the WPL should be up, not this Sunday, I think it's the next Sunday from when I'm recording this. I'm not sure, but it will be up, like you will know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and now see you all.